Welcome to the home of WWE news, rumors, and gossip in real time. Click the bell, subscribe, and turn on all notifications today. Don't forget to become a channel member and send a super thanks donation below. And now, your host. He is the most consistent and dedicated in YouTube history, SeanzViewEnt.
3 WWE prominent stars, controversy reigning supreme. Did they go too far? Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to SeanzViewEnt, where we talk WWE news, rumors, wrestling gossip, backstage speculation, and all the wild moments that happen around, inside and outside and backstage in WWE. Remember to donate below with a super thanks donation or become a channel member if you want me to keep doing more videos like this. And this one right here, guys, this one's going to hit completely different because we are not just talking about one controversial moment. We are talking about two viral WWE live event moments that have fans asking the same question. Did the superstars of the WWE go too far? And how is TKO and the powers that be, the higher-ups, going to respond to this entire situation? First, ladies and gentlemen, first up, two stars gone from TNA Wrestling. An ex-WWE wrestler issues a statement after TNA release. Top star released from TNA. And another title match has been announced for Raw. Opening segment announced. Also, yes, ladies and gentlemen, the settlement has indeed been reached in the major WWE lawsuit. Your thoughts, your comments, your opinions, and your emotions on that. And with summer right around the corner, everybody is talking about SummerSlam. But will these three stars even be involved in SummerSlam after the disrespect and after the non-PG moments that we got at the WWE live events, the WWE house shows this week? Ladies and gentlemen, two vital, and not only vital, but viral. That could be very detrimental. First up, we have Charlotte Flair and Rhea Ripley involved in a viral moment that fans are calling not PG. Although guys wouldn't mind, the males wouldn't mind. A live clip appeared. Now remember, this is not the Attitude Era. This is not the Ruthless Aggression Era, okay? So you really can't go to this level. But a live event clip appeared to show Charlotte Flair joking around with Rhea Ripley in a way that immediately had fans talking online and in real time. Then just days later, ladies and gentlemen, Solo Sikoa, major heat at a WWE live event in Rome, Italy, after a controversial moment involving the Italian flag during his match with Damian Priest. But first, you have Charlotte Flair and Rhea Ripley involved in a moment. And again, guys, we're going to get into this because I don't even know if I can say this on here, but we're going to do it, guys. We're going to do it. We're going to open up the envelope. We're going to bust at the seams. So now the question becomes, ladies and gentlemen, is WWE pushing the envelope once again? Are live events becoming the place where WWE talent can get away with more? Is this just harmless wrestling entertainment? Or are these moments creating real backstage backlash for TKO and WWE because they're together in this era? But before we go any further, this is the discussion based on viral clips, fan reaction, reports, rumors, gossip, and speculation. We are not saying anyone was punished or fired. However, that is the feeling. We are not saying WWE is furious. We are not saying that there is confirmed backstage heat. But when Charlotte Flair, Rhea Ripley, and Solo Sikoa all become part of viral controversy in the same WWE European tour window where live events just came back, live events just returned, fans are absolutely going to talk about it. Section 1, the Charlotte Flair and Rhea Ripley moment. Let's start off with Charlotte Flair and Rhea Ripley. These two have a long history in WWE. As a matter of fact, there's rumors and gossip that it's going to be Charlotte Flair and Rhea Ripley at SummerSlam. They have been rivals. They have been a part of major matches in WrestleMania. They have battled. Rhea Ripley beat Charlotte Flair at WrestleMania 38 in one of the biggest wins of Rhea Ripley's career. Charlotte Flair has been one of the biggest female stars in the history of the company. And Rhea has become one of the most popular and dominant stars in the company after defeating Jade Cargill not once but twice. So when Charlotte Flair and Rhea Ripley are around each other, fans pay attention. But this time, it was not a championship match. It was not a major promo. It was not a brutal brawl. It was a live event moment that fans immediately started calling not PG. The clip going around appears to show Charlotte Flair jokingly smacking Rhea Ripley in the butt in the A double cricket ladder from behind during a WWE live event. Now, Rhea looked surprised at first, then appeared to realize that it was Charlotte, and the crowd reaction online started building from there. Now, was this some massive scandal? No, I would not go that far. This looked more like a playful house show moment where two performers who are comfortable with each other. But because WWE is still technically PG product, and because fans always react loudly when something feels even slightly outside the normal TV presentation, the clip exploded. And that is where the discussion begins. Was it funny? Was it too much? Was it HLA? Was it just two wrestlers having fun at a live event? Or did it cross the line because younger fans are in the crowd because kids are a part of this? Section 2, why fans called it not PG. The reason fans called the Charlotte Flair and Rhea moment not PG and are calling for their firing, their dismissal, their release from the company, even though Rhea Ripley is the WWE Women's Champion, is because WWE television is usually very controlled on Raw and SmackDown. Everyone is watched closely. Camera angles are controlled. Promos are timed, language is limited, physical comedy is usually kept within the boundaries of what WWE wants on TV. But live events is a completely different animal, ladies and gentlemen. It operates on a different level, okay? The wrestlers interact more with fans. The matches are less scripted minute by minute. The performers can have more fun. They can improvise. They can laugh. They can break character a little. They can even give the crowd something they will not see on Raw or SmackDown. It's a special feeling. It's something outside of what you normally get on PLEs or Raw or SmackDown or NXT, where they can go that extra mile, where they can go to that extra initiative. This is why house shows always have a different energy, and that is why house shows and live events were so sorely missed. But now, just coming back, they just returned, and now there's a bunch of controversy and backlash surrounding it. Charlotte Flair and Rhea Ripley giving the crowd a moment, fans recorded it, social media grabbed it, and suddenly it was like a small live event joke became a controversy online. But that is the internet. A 5-second clip became a headline. A playful moment became WWE goes too far. A funny reaction becomes Charlotte shocks Rhea. This is how these things move on, especially when it comes to smacking the butt of your opponent, especially when it's a girl on girl, female on female. That is how these things move. Could the WWE be upset? Now, here is the speculation and rumor part. Could WWE be upset about the Charlotte Flair and Rhea moment, knowing that people have cell phones out? They got their cameras out. Maybe, but I would not assume that unless something comes out. WWE probably understands that live events are more relaxed, and again, they're in another country, another continent. They're in another state. They also know Charlotte Flair and Rhea Ripley are major stars who understand how to entertain a crowd. But in the TKO era, everything is under a bigger corporate microscope, an umbrella. That is part fans have to remember here. WWE is not just WWE anymore. It is part TKO. It connects to sponsors, streaming partners, advertisers, live event expansion, international markets, and major business deals that they have to answer to. And they have to be accustomed to, and they have to watch out. So even a small viral moment can become a bigger controversy if people start saying WWE is not acting like a PD product. That does not mean punishment is coming. It does not mean Charlotte is in trouble. It does not mean Rhea complained, but it does mean WWE may be watching how the clips spread, because in 2026, WWE does not only have to worry about what happens on TV, they have to worry about every fan with a phone in the crowd. In the crowd. Section 4, Solo Sikoa in room. Now let's move to more serious controversy, guys, because it was not one, not two, but three, and they were all a part of this in one way or another. Solo Sikoa at the WWE live event, Rome, Italy. Solo was reportedly facing Damian Priest, and during the match, there was a moment involving the Italian flag that got a major reaction from the crowd. A report claimed Solo was using the flag in a disrespectful way, playing with it during the match, and fans in Rome heavily booed him. Now, from a wrestling perspective, Solo is a heel. He's supposed to do things that are bad, things to get the fans that hate him. His job is to make fans angry. He is supposed to get booed. He is supposed to make people react. That is what heels do. But here is the difference between normal heat and national flag heat. When a wrestler insults a city, fans boo. When a wrestler mocks a sports team, fans boo. When a wrestler disrespects a country's flag, that could turn into something much bigger. That is where Solo Sikoa's moment became controversial. Was this heel work brilliantly, or was this too far? Heel heat versus real backlash. This is where the debate gets interesting. Some fans feel that Solo did his job perfectly. He got booed. He got a reaction. He got the crowd angry. He was able to get underneath their skin. He gave Damian Priest an opening. He made the match feel more personal. He created a moment where people are talking about after the show. But should these three be fired or released because of this? Did they go over the PG parameters? But other fans will say the national flags are different. You insult the crowd, you insult the city, you insult the opponent, but you don't insult the flag or the country. But once you start using a country's flag in a way people see as disrespectful, especially in that country, you risk turning entertainment into real heat backlash. And that is where WWE has to be careful, because WWE is trying to grow internationally. They are running more major shows outside the United States. They are running more massive businesses in Europe. They are trying to make every international market feel important. So if a viral clip makes it look like WWE is disrespecting a host country, even as part of a heel act for entertainment purposes, that becomes a bigger PR headache. Now, was Solo trying to actually disrespect Italy? Probably not in real life. That was likely part of getting real heat and heel heat. But perception matters, and the perception from many fans was that Solo went too far. Why these two moments connect, ladies and gentlemen. Now, here is why Charlotte Flair and Rhea Ripley moment and the Solo Sikoa moment all connect. They both happened at a live event environment. They both went viral because of fan-recorded clips. They both had fans asking whether WWE is truly still PG, or are we back to the Attitude Era? Are we back to TV-14? Are we back to TVMA? And in both shows, and it shows how live events in 2026 are no longer private house shows moments. Years ago, something could happen at a house show and only the people in the building would see it. Now, everything is content. Every entrance is recorded. Every joke is recorded. Every mistake is recorded. Every controversial moment is posted on X or TikTok or YouTube Shorts or Instagram, Facebook, and wrestling news sites within minutes. That changes the entire game. There is no more privacy anymore, okay? WWE talent may still treat live events like a looser environment, but the internet treats everything like television. That means a live event joke can become a storyline. That heel spot can become an international controversy. A playful moment can become a not PG headline, and WWE has to manage all of it. Is WWE testing the limits again here in Section 7? Now, here's the bigger theory. Is WWE slowly testing the limits again? Since the TKO era began, fans have wondered if WWE might move away from being strictly PG as it once was. We have seen edgier promos. We have seen more intense violence in certain matches. We have seen stars use stronger language. We have seen storylines feel more adult at times. And now with live event clips like Charlotte Flair and Rhea Ripley and the controversial flag moment with Solo Sikoa, fans are wondering if WWE is loosening the rules behind the scenes. Maybe WWE is not officially changing the rating. Maybe Raw and SmackDown are still controlled. Maybe the performers have a little more freedom, a little bit more room, and especially at live events, house shows. That would be good for the product. A little unpredictability makes wrestling feel alive, but it can also create problems because when you give talent more freedom, sometimes a moment hits perfectly and sometimes it causes backlash like this one. That is the balance that the WWE has to manage. Section 8. Could Triple H or TKO step in? Now let's talk about Triple H and TKO and these controversies. Could Triple H look at these viral moments and say, tone it down, you're fired, you're gone, you're suspended? Possibly. Could TKO executives look at international backlash and say, we do not need this kind of attention? Possibly. But I do not think WWE is going to panic over the Charlotte and Rhea moment. They felt like more of a viral, playful interaction. The Solo situation is one that could be viewed as more sensitive and more controversial because it involved a national flag in front of an international audience. And in the TKO era, international growth matters. WWE wants Italy, France, Germany, Spain, the UK, Saudi Arabia, Australia, Canada, and every major global market to feel like WWE respects them. So when a heel gets heat in a way that involves a national symbol, WWE may have to ask, did this get the kind of right heat? Did it help the show? Did it create buzz? Or did it create unnecessary controversy? That is the real backstage question. Were these moments planned? Or did it just come out of nowhere seemingly, ladies and gentlemen? Did Solo improvise it? If WWE played in the Solo flag spot, then WWE wanted that reaction. But we all know that this could all matter, but we don't know. It could have been planned as heel heat, or it could have just been something that he improvised at the moment. Did producers approve it? Was the referee in the know about that it was coming? Was Damian Priest aware? Was it part of the match structure? Or did Solo see the flag, use it to get heat, and then get the reaction, and it became bigger than expected? That is the kind of things that fans will now debate. Could WWE turn this into an angle, perhaps a storyline, so it doesn't drive things over the line? For Charlotte Flair and Rhea Ripley, WWE could lean into their chemistry. Here is where the WWE could actually use this and maybe not be viewed in a bad light. But either way, ladies and gentlemen, subscribe for more WWE news, WWE rumors, wrestling gossip, and backstage speculation, and developing stories right here on the Barrage to Bridge. We keep you in the know on the hottest, the latest, the greatest, the newest, because we do it from the get-go, because I said so. Subscribe with plenty more to come. What with the future and the fate of Charlotte Flair and Solo Sikoa and Rhea Ripley? Subscribe.